Hello, Math 109 classes. It's certainly a strange start to the spring quarter, but I'm looking forward to hopefully making the best of this. Just want to go over the syllabus with you, make sure you understand how the class works. So here is my information. This is the syllabus that is located on the course Moodle page. One second and I will try to pull that up. This should be what you see, I think, when you go to your course Moodle page, something like this. Here are announcements. You go to this forum. I posted a getting started topic. Look at that and read that. Feel free to reply to that if you have any questions within that forum. If you click on the Syllabus and Mathxl Handout, here are two files that you need. This is the syllabus that we're looking at now, as well as a Mathxl enrollment handout, which I'm going to talk about as well. So the syllabus is going to look like this. It's the same syllabus for the Monday, Wednesday class and the Tuesday, Thursday class. So the only thing that would change would be this number here. The 16441 would change to a 16442. And the meeting time would obviously be Tuesday, Thursday instead of Monday, Wednesday. The class starts March 18th. It ends May 21st. We have spring break between April 6th and April 10th, when none of us will be meeting in class or online or anything like that during that week. Supposedly, we may go back to in-seat after that spring break week. Hopefully, we will. If we do go back to in-seat, my office is on the second floor, in the same office with the secretary and the administrator right across from the elevator on the second floor. Miss Golson, the English professor, and I share that office space. My office hours are always by appointment. Feel free to make an appointment with me anytime you need help outside of class. During this hybrid time, it's always going to be an appointment that you will need to make with me if you need extra help between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Normally, in our normal time, if we get back to in-seat classes, my office hours are listed right here, so you can look over those. But even then, it's best to make an appointment with me to make sure that I know you're coming and will be available to you. The best way to get in touch with me is not through email and probably not through phone either, although that would probably be okay to try. I'm going to try to get this office phone number forwarded to me at home while we have to stay home. But maybe the best way to get in touch with me is through the Remind texting app. So to sign up for the Remind texts, you will text this code. So, actually, for Monday, Wednesday, it is different. Let me pull that up. For Monday, Wednesday, it is this code, so that we'll be able to have different Remind groups. Paste this in the syllabus. So for the Monday, Wednesday class, this is your code that you will text at MAT109 MWJ. Text that to 81010. And you'll be signed up for the Remind app, the Remind texting group. And that'll be a good way for me to communicate with the whole class, and a good way for you individually to communicate with me. It's to send me a text through that. Mathxl is how we're going to be doing most of our class assignments. This is a really good thing for you. Mathxl gives a few really nice advantages. It's an online platform where you do assignments. It's a really nicely done thing through the Pearson company that does the textbooks. The advantages are number one, you get an unlimited number of opportunities to submit answers. So if you get an answer wrong, you just do it again, and when you get the answer right, maybe it's on the 5th try, maybe it's on the 100th try, maybe it's on the 2nd try or the 1st try, you still get the credit for that problem no matter what, as long as you do it by the due date. That's really great. It's going to help you have a good homework grade. The other advantage is it has helps for you right there in the question. Let me show you that if I can. So here's Mathxl. This is what it'll kind of look like for you when you visit Mathxl. Let's say we were on homework 1.1. And we are, let's say we're doing the, let me pick a random problem here. Okay. Plot these points in the XY plane. Tell in which quadrant or on what coordinate axis each point lies. And if we click question help, we have all these ways to get help. You can click help me solve this, and it'll take you step by step through the problem to solve the problem for you. But then it will give you a new problem to solve yourself to get credit for the problem. It'll be the same kind of problem, just with different numbers. You can also click view an example. If you do that, it'll give you a different problem that is like this problem, and it'll take you through that, and then it'll take you back to the original problem, and you work that for the credit for the problem. You can click on textbook, and it will take you to your textbook, the section in the textbook where that problem is talked about. If you don't have a calculator, you click that. Help you use a calculator. Don't ever click ask my instructor. That's going to send me an email, and it won't get to me in a timely fashion. If you need to get in contact with me, again, the best way is through the remind texting. So you need to sign up for Mathxl. And the way that you'll do it is to follow these instructions on the Mathxl enrollment handout. This is also on the Moodle course page, as I showed you before. So follow these instructions. Go to mathxl.com, click the student button in the register section, and then follow the instructions on the screen. You need 2 codes. One code is the access code that GMC provides for you so that you have access that's included with your class, so you don't have to pay extra for it. Here is the Mathxl access code for the Monday, Wednesday class. And here is the Mathxl access code for the Tuesday, Thursday class, which is actually the same code, which is good. It's the same access code for both classes. But you also need a course ID or class code, same thing. This is the class code for the Tuesday, Thursday class, and it's different than the class code here for the Monday, Wednesday class. So you need both of those codes when you sign up for Mathxl. You will create your own username and login to have access to Mathxl assignments and all that. That's going to provide a really nice thing for you to, and hopefully, again, you want to have really high homework grades so that it gives you more room for error on your tests and your test grades. There's really no reason for you not to have a really high, like a high A or 100 even, for a homework grade, since you can submit the answers as many times as it takes to get it right, and since you can come to me and get help on those problems if you need it, if you can't figure out how to do it, and you have the helps also right there inside of Mathxl. So everybody, every student, if you just aren't going to just blow off your homework or be lazy about it, every student should have a high homework grade. If you don't, that's a problem for you. Let's go through more of the syllabus here. I'm going to go down all the way to the course materials. All right, this is going to be important. We've already talked about Mathxl, which means you will need access to the internet outside of class. If you don't have access to a computer or the internet outside of class, you may need to go to the public library where they have that available to you for free. You also need, and hear this please, you need a TI-84 graphing calculator. The newer it is, the better. If you have to get a used one, that's okay. If you want to get a used one from like an eBay or a Amazon perhaps, or even a Lawrence County online yard sale or something like that, feel free to do that. They sell new for in the low 100s. You can probably get them used around $60-ish. But you got to get one as soon as possible. A lot of your homework assignments will depend on you having a TI-84 calculator and learning how to use it, which I will teach you how to use it. All right, let's see here. Don't think any of that is too important. Let me read this to you, and you should read this as well. Any student who feels he or she may need accommodation or assistance based on the impact of a disability should contact the Student Disability Coordinator to complete the process of becoming verified and receive instructor notification letters. Once the notification letter is presented with a timely notice to the faculty member, then accommodations can be received until the end of the course. The Student Disability Officer for this campus is Miss Priscilla Adams. Change this, Miss Priscilla Adams. Her office is also on the second floor at the end of the hall, or she can be reached by calling that number. All right, administrative procedures, another important topic. Completion of the drop-add process and the withdrawal process is the responsibility of the student. If you don't know that process, if you end up for some reason needing to drop the class, ask Miss Adams how you need to do that. The maximum number of absences allowed before withdrawal for non-attendance is 2. Okay? Without valid reasons, students may be automatically withdrawn on the third absence. With written documentation of valid reasons, a student may have a third absence. But even with good excuses, valid excuses, we still may not allow a fourth absence. Main idea here is be in class. That's kind of weird to say for an online class, but when we get back to in-seat class, be in class and be on time, because every 3 tardies counts as an absence. If a student misses more than 20 minutes of the class, okay, if you show up 5 minutes late, you're going to get a tardy. If you show up more than 20 minutes late, you're going to get an absence. If you are just always late to class, you may just be asked to withdraw from the class. So be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. That is part of growing up and having good character. Be punctual. No late or make-up work is accepted. If a student misses a test day, the test may be made up within 1 week of the test date on the student's own time outside of class in the presence of the professor or another member of the GMC faculty or staff. You will not be allowed to distract from the class. That's probably more for when we're back in our seats, hopefully, before the end of the quarter. A student should always notify the professor if there are any issues. And then finally, we have an ethics policy at GMC. I really like this about GMC. GMC emphasizes character and ethical behavior in all aspects of the curriculum. During the quarter, ethical issues and dilemmas will be discussed as they pertain to mathematics. Since the primary goal of education is to increase one's own knowledge, academic dishonesty will not be tolerated at GMC. Students and faculty are expected to abide by the GMC Honor Code. I will neither lie, cheat, steal, nor tolerate those who do. If you have any questions about the syllabus, maybe post it on the forum or send me an email. Maybe better to post it on the forum. That way all students can see the question and see the answer to it, and they may have the same question. Go ahead and take the syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz counts as one of your daily grades, one of your practice grades, which is something I think I actually skipped up here. Let me go back. That reminds me. So here is the information on grading. You basically have 2 categories for grades. It's very simple. you have a practice category, which counts as 30% of your grade, and you have a test category, which counts 70% of your grade. So the syllabus quiz will count as as a practice category grade. You have two, I've set it up for you to have two opportunities at it. So 2 times that you can submit it, and it takes the higher of those 2 grades. Anything else that I need to tell you? I believe I have it set to be due March 31st, but you need to go ahead and do that as soon as possible. Go ahead and get it done out of the way during this first week. That should be it for going over the syllabus and Mathxl.